diagnosed with schizophrenia in 1992 at the age of 32. I'm 50 now, so that's 18 years hence. And I can say it's nothing short of a miracle. You can call it a medical miracle. You can call it so many factors. Because as all of you know, mental illness is very, very complex. It's not as simple as measuring a blood pressure or as simple as measuring your blood sugar. It's a combination of so many factors. One of the things which happen in mental illness when you're a carer is you become completely codependent on the other person, both the ways. When I say codependent, it means that if you're a carer, you have now come to the conclusion that this person cannot do anything without you. He or she is mentally ill, so he or she is not capable of getting up on their own, getting ready on their own, having a bath, making a phone call, and getting things done on their own. And if you're a person who's looking after someone with mental illness, when they have been severely ill, you have been doing all these things. As they recover, you continue to do it. And the person who is ill also will make you continue to do it. Shall I tell you why? किसको आराम का मजा नहीं आता है? Nature, and see, it's a human thing. अगर मेरे को कोई चाय बना, if someone is, everybody is okay with Hindi, or I'll stick to English. Okay. No, I'm very comfortable with English. I'm a Tamilian. So, if someone doesn't want Hindi, I'm perfectly comfortable with that also. What I want to tell... Huh? You want it to be closer? So when it's very human, if somebody is going to make tea for me and I got used to it, why should I do it? Unless the person who is looking after me, हाँ, अगर घर में दूध लेके आ रहा है तो मैं दुकान तक क्यों चल के दूध का पैकेट लेके आऊँ? दूध वाला डिलीवर करता है ना? Yeah, it's a human nature. Now when you have mental illness for 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, because the recovery on the mental illness is very slow. Very slow. Now you also, as a carer, are making that person to be dependent on you. Sometimes what happens, the person who has mental illness will say, I will do it myself. He'll say, नहीं, चाय मत बनाओ, कुछ गैस का हो जाएगा. नहीं, उसको मत करने दो, कुछ ये हो जाएगा. नहीं, उसको मत. So you are also creating that codependent. You are also codependent. नहीं, हम घूमने नहीं जा सकते यार, इसको अकेले छोड़ के. कुछ तो होने वाला है. Even after the person has started taking medicine on their own, the very, very important thing is the person taking the medicine on their own? If they have started taking the medicine on their own, believe me, 90% battle is won. If not, then you have to have somebody to give that person medicine and also make them do some jobs to keep them occupied. Yeah, that's a very typical habit of people with mental illness. Smoking. Yeah, but that means they are in the phase of, they haven't yet come out of that recovery stage. Okay? Because the medicines will control but talking. Do the medicines control it or no? They control it. They will. See, I also have had a habit of excessive talking, and I talk more generally. But I have become conscious of this habit. Because the other person is telling me, you don't listen to me. So what does that mean? If someone is telling me, you don't listen to me, it means I have a habit of talking. I have a habit of judging. So let me just take you through what is codependency. We'll take 15 minutes for this presentation. Then you can also introduce yourself and your individual situations. I can only give a suggestion. I'm not in your shoes. I don't have the miracle answers. But I can give you some suggestions from my own experience. Yeah, and how I make myself, no, I should not be dependent. No, I should do. Okay? So we'll start from there. What is a codependency? It's an emotional, psychological, behavioral condition, and it has a prolonged exposure. There's a certain, we are dependent on that person. Now what happens to the person who has mental illness? They are dependent on you. They got used to you telling, now you must do this, now you must do that. So they will wait for your command only. And you will also get angry. You'll say, unless I tell. Yeah. The age does count, because for a long time they've been used to that thing only. They can't come out of that trap. So you will never leave him alone. You know that he'll sit the whole day and watch TV. You'll have to go and give food to him on a tray. Yeah. It looks like that you don't have a choice. I'll give you at the end of this the experience with my own son, okay, who doesn't have mental illness, but there was coming a codependent relationship. So, going back, a codependent person is one who has let another person's behavior affect him or her, and who is obsessed with controlling that person's behavior. So you have you're that elderly person who sits and watches TV whole day and smokes. You are completely dependent on that person now. That person is affecting you. If he is happy, you're happy. If he is sad, if he is screaming, you're worried. So 24/7, that person watching TV and smoking and sitting there and doing bud is the center of your attention. Which, is that good? And you're stuck there saying there's no choice, right? So, let's go back. Now, what are the different types? Caretaking. You're looking after the person all the time. Obsession, controlling, denial, dependency, lack of trust, anger. Why am I doing the job for someone else? Let's take a simple example of packing somebody's attaché. Do many mothers and fathers pack their children's attaché when they are 15 years old, 16 years old? Tell me. No. Do they pack sometimes? It depends. Some they help them, sometimes they even pack it for them. The child says, "Tum hi dal do na, chal jayega." Even husbands will tell their wives, "Ki bhai tum mera pack kar do." Does it happen that husbands tell their wives, "You pack my suitcase"? Now, whether they like packing or because they feel the other person is incompetent to pack and only they are good at packing, ideally every person should pack their own suitcase. Ideal situation. Yeah. Or they say, "I'm very busy in office, you pack it." So I'm just giving an example of codependency. Now, what happens in mental illness? You feel responsible for the person who is ill. You feel, because somewhere in the family बोलते हैं आपकी वजह से हुआ है. Blame. कहीं ना कहीं से वो blame game है. You have the blame game. तुम्हारी वजह से. Husband बोलेगा wife की वजह से हुआ. Wife will say husband की वजह से हुआ, grandfather की वजह से हुआ, uncle की वजह से. कोई some relative has come to stay school because of the school. There will be some. It may be nobody's fault. Let us put it. It is a complex thing. It is a combination. Because of that, there is a guilt. So you start feeling responsible for this person.
We try to do something, they say, don't do this. That person says, don't give us the moment.
I agree with you. That person also says, don't do thing, don't do that. Exactly. Exactly. Because they want to control you. They want to make you codependent. That's what I'm coming to. And you feel compelled. Because you're saying, now we have to help you, you have to give that person advice. And you are constantly, all the time, you saying yes. Many times you want to say no, but you're saying yes, right, to that person, to appease that person. You're appeasing that person and you're completely codependent on that person, and that type of relationship goes on till the end, till one person dies. Either the person who's mentally ill will die, or the person who's looking after him will die. Do you agree? Because you are saying there is no choice. So you must be thinking, yeah, this will end when he dies. Do you agree? And I don't want to say it in a bad way, but you feel it will end when he dies. Because there is no, yeah. So You feel angry, you feel victimized. So, what happens? What do codependent people do? You blame ourselves for everything. Yes, it is my fault. Then you also say that you feel guilt. You try to go on trying to help that person, and it